Hello, guys.
Hey,
What's up?
hi. Hi, hi,
Hello,
hi.
people from the guild, from the community, and from people who is speculating or who wants to know about Limitless Guild. Good evening. My name is Hermie, the general manager of Limitless Guild, and you have here, is it left or right? Lucas here, which is the
Hi,
co-founder of the
hi.
guild. Lucas, why don't you say your greetings?
Thank you. Hi, everyone. It's such an honor. I know it's a long-awaited AMA for us to declare really something revolutionary today. It's so excited.
Oh
And
wow!
we are very thankful because we have sent invites to some of our key partners today. And we are very honored that they are coming, uh, partners, managers, guilds owners. So we have a lot of people here today hearing us out, hearing what is so exciting today. So without much further ado, right, let me set out some information and set out the stage before Hermie were to introduce in detail and the numbers and the data that will set everyone into ignition. Okay, let me
Right.
share. Let me share my
So
screen
why don't
first.
we inform the viewers first that this will be like the initial AMA, because the information is has a lot of details. We may have to split it into multiple ones. So during the weekend, maybe Saturday or Sunday, we can do a Discord call that I can explain more, like on the number side, so that everyone can understand, so that our scholars can also understand how to
Right,
get these rewards. Basically,
right.
we are going to be talking about the rework that we have been working since the past week. Me and Lucas were pretty occupied, like up to 2, 3, 4, 5 a.m., meeting the investor, confirming the information just for you guys. Right. So,
Right.
Lucas, why don't we start? You
Thank
share your
you. Thank
screen,
you.
we
This is
start.
if this is even this work is even involved by the investor who spent hours and hours to do the number crunching together with us, right? And he's so committed with Axie Infinity growth together with all the scholars in the long term. So we are very excited to share. Let me share with you my screen and then I will give you some details on that. Okay.
Okay. All right. So, Lucas, how have you been? Are you flying to Japan? Are you
Yeah, I'm
not
flying
going
to
to tell the
Japan
guild?
tomorrow. I'm flying tomorrow.
You're
So we
flying
have to
tomorrow.
get it sorted out. Okay, can everyone see my
Okay.
screen?
All right. Let's
Cool,
get
thanks.
you
I believe
and
a
your
lot of
screen.
people has been seeing this logo going around in a lot of events that we have been populating. Hermie has been really advocating a lot of events now to meet more people because we are no longer humans. We are positioned as bots now because we are getting some traction in our reputation. Uh, the Limitless Guild Mobius is a brand that we created to manage Axie Infinity to manage Axie Infinity together with our investor. Okay, our guild name is Limitless Guild. And once we reach 1,000 scholars, we're going to do a whole rebranding exercise. So stay tuned. And by then, I'll be very excited to be arriving at Philippines and meet up with you face to face. Right.
Wow.
Now, everyone knows, okay, everyone knows the journey of Limitless is not just a guild, it's a journey together with you to reach our full potential, right? So, we define success as we are assisting together with you to reach full potential. And this project that we're developing that we want everybody to be on board is to get a maximum reward. And so that we can scale to unlimited scholars. That even every scholars that comes in, that you no longer needed to really compete just for the leaderboard in Axie Infinity because our reward can actually net you more than 33x or even more than 500x, We should give a drum roll for this. Right. Yeah. Now, you want to be world class. You want to be in a committed situation where you can show off your talent. You can be part of the winning teams that you want to share your commitment that everyone knows you, right? Because when you join Limitless, it's not for you to just come and go. We cherish every individual. Like we don't fly by the kite. We are going for long term. So we want to build together with you your skill and your skill set beyond the metaverse, beyond just a game. Because by playing games, you are actually increasing your life skill. So how to increase your life skill? We just need you to do one thing: to just stay committed. Staying committed, staying playing, right? If you say that you're going to be around at 5 p.m., be around 5 p.m. If you want to stay committed and you want to be around in 1 day to plus play Axie Infinity, make sure you play 1 day. That is just committed, right? So the only key ingredient that we have created so many miracles, Hermie and I and the team, have you ever imagined that we are working with investors that is relentlessly building Axie Infinity that become the number one asset holder globally now? No, but we stay committed. And we just stay committed to make sure that we do that. And by doing this, we win the hearts of people, right? So by staying committed, it solves most problems. Like how we stay committed to just design this reward system, hours and hours. I think there was once in the afternoon, we work from 12 to 1 p.m. all the way to evening, right? We have a short break for lunch and then we come back 7, 8, and then we meet up with the investors at 11:30 before we move on. So this is how relentless that we work. So the only way to unlock your full potential, just stay committed, okay? If you escalate commitment, I believe everyone have watched this movie before. Moonfall, anyone? Right? About moon not staying committed on the orbit where it creates such a big dark side of the moon that's crashing on Earth. So if the moon is not staying on course with, it's not committed to stay on course of the orbit, disastrous. If sun is not staying on course with the orbit, all right, or is late for 1 day, not committed for 1 day, food will stop, plants will die, temperature will drop, and the planet surface, okay, human will soon after pass away. That's how bad. Just 1 day, What about 5 seconds, guys? If you are not staying committed for 5 seconds, the solar system will be knocked off course where eventually it could float away into the space. That's how bad. So if let's say you have huge dreams, you want to fly to the moon, you want to be astronaut, okay? 99% of the time committed to spend to just navigate, because only 1% of the spaceship actually is skilled towards moving to the right direction. Astronaut spends 99% of their time steering their positioning, towards the destination. So you want to be successful, you want to be in a guild where we reward just based on your commitment, not just on your mastery of skill set. You don't need to be the number one in Axie Infinity. You don't need to be in the leaderboard of top 100 or even top 1,000 to make many X your average earning. You just need to be committed, and that's what draws us, because we are very excited to build the space with committed individuals like yourself. So be committed, they unlock your full potential, then everyone will be with you in this journey. I think Hermie must share his story later, just a short story. You know how Hermie is committed? When we first begin to work together, and everyone knows Hermie is an 11 scholar, right? When he shows some of his interest that he want to work with LLG, then he just proposed to me one day. He said, "Lucas, I'm very interested to look at investment." I said, sure, cool, let's do that. Because we've been investing in so many different games, right? So when I asked him, Hermie, do you know how to do Excel spreadsheet? Do you have an investment framework that you thought of when you look at investment? Hermie says, what is investment framework? What is Excel spreadsheet? But he says, give me a couple of days, let me figure out. And he came back with a proposal. He came back with certain framework, bits and pieces. And that's how we come together. It's committed. Does it mean that he has to be number one before he can start working with us? No. Does you mean that you have to be the master of the skill in Axie Infinity in order to be the best scholars and mix tons of X and put a lot of food on the table? No. You just need to be committed. Means, okay, you finish your energy within every 2 weeks. You triple, you quadruple, you 10 times your X. That's why we are designing the whole reward system, okay? As long as you stay committed, you want to push yourself to 40 to 60 energy, we want you to be rewarded, right? More than 33x, more than 500x. When we reach 100 scholars, 10,000 scholars, you can make many, many x. And that is really the moment where we will really be recruiting, because currently we are even building so many meta teams. Okay, that's a different topic. But we want you to see miracles as what we have been seeing. Why LG has no ingredient for growth, because we start from ground zero. Even the co-founder doesn't have any experience running the guild. But why we are so lucky to have met up with blockchain space, with blockchain gaming, with Earn Alliance, with so many partners, that we are working with so many tools right now in order for us to scale, that we are blessed with investors to work together with us, that is already the number one asset holder in the whole Axie Infinity. In fact, we are even uh, got a lot of attention, from the Axie Infinity management team, right? Why are we the selected one? We are not special. In fact, we are just very simple, you and I. That's why we forbid everybody to say that, to call us sir or whatever, because we are no different from you. We're just here committed to serve you, right? So if you want to call us special names, call us servants. And we want to prove to you, as long as you are committed, okay, miracles happen. So the investors is very kind. The investors really push out a lot of funds to make this successful for everybody. If you want to be committed to 40 to 60 energy, you will be rewarded. So we call this program Reward I Commit. I commit, I'll be rewarded. And this is where you witness miracle while you unlock your full potential, because the universe will definitely reward you. Thank you.
Wow, Lucas. So,
Thank
wow,
you.
let's give a round of applause for Lucas. That's very
Right.
great, Lucas. Thank you for sharing. Thank you
Thank
for the
you.
intro.
Thank you.
I think
So
that's really like you got the message out there. We want the
thank
scholars
you.
to be able to commit because it's pretty it doesn't sit right when the founders, the managers, the admins, the moderators are all doing their best to make this into a success, but then on our scholarship side, people tend to take that for granted, right, and they're not able to commit. So what we did now, or what we are implementing now, is something that will encourage them further, not to make us look like, oh, we're charity, we're giving away AXS. There is still a trade-off to it, but which we will explain later on. But we want to reward our committed scholars because we do find some of you, we really do is tracking like some of the top scholars like Demise. We have Cozy, right, who is there keeping on grinding despite the SLP price, and we want to find a way to reward them also. And I think this strikes the perfect balance for rewarding committed scholars. So why don't we go and go at it, right, Lucas? So it will be like a lot of numbers. This will be I'll try to explain it as simple as I can, because I made the slides a little bit simpler to understand. That's why I told you guys there's gonna be a Discord talk, probably on this weekend, Saturday or Sunday, so that I can better explain this in detail for everyone who wants to ask about the numbers, the calculations. If you guys want, we can share the sheets. We're really transparent. There's no issue regarding that, but we really want to share, and we are very excited to share with you what we are planning to do. Right. So, okay. So why don't we start? Right. So Project Unlimited is built in order to basically scale us up to 10,000 scholars. Although those numbers have changed. If you have heard me about or heard some of my tweets and Twitter, the plan has already been changed to 30,000 scholars. So a lot of progress there. Initially, we're like, oh, let's get to 1,000 scholars, and oh, 5,000, 10,000. Now we're going for 30. So here we are. We are at this point, and we want a program, or we want to create a program that incentivizes those scholars who's able to commit. By committed scholars, what do we mean? Scholars who is able to drain their energy and not miss a single one within one payout period. That's how we define committed scholars. Right. So let me go into answering what is Reward I Commit program. So the idea behind it is we want every committed scholars to be rewarded some form of currency, which we have decided to be AXS. just so it is in line with the Axie Infinity's ecosystem. That is outside basically the drive of the SOP price. Because the reason why many scholars are falling off is because they're not no longer committed to play. Because they believe that their time is not worth it anymore because of the SOP drop of price, right? So this is what we have built, and this is what we have been thinking in the past week. This is the initial idea from our investor, which we thank our investor for thinking about this. And of course, this will also require some funding in order for this to work, right? Which we are able to do because of him, right? So everyone on the chat, let's do thank you investor, thank you partner investor. Big shout out to my man investor. I can't tell his name, but we meet every night, every other day. We speak, we laugh. It's his more of like a like 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 your partner rather than just an investor, right? Because he really thinks about the scholars. He is in line with our vision to scale, and he is in line with our vision to change people's lives, right? So that's the background behind the Reward I Commit program. So let's get to the numbers, right? So basically, per committed scholar, you will have access to three different rewards or pools, as we say, right? So we have the limitless pool, which every scholar who is able to finish their energies will be given a limitless pass, right? And you will have a chance for an AXS price pool. So every committed scholar who drains their energy will have a chance. And I will show you guys the numbers behind that. Basically, as long as you're just able to drain, you have that chance already, right? Now let's go to the second one, ranked rewards. So scholars who rank among the top earners will win AXS rewards. Again, AXS, right? Their rewards increase the higher they rank in the tier. So think of this as uh, the more committed you are, right? So a level of commitment will be draining your energies, but then the next level of commitment would be you going for the top earners within the guild. It doesn't mean that you have to be the 300 average SOP. It doesn't mean that you have to be on the 2000 leaderboards. As long as you rank top, you can be part of this rank reward. And I guess I think we have done a very good balancing of numbers to capture most of the 60 energies and the 40 energies who will be ranking on this, right? What that also means is if there's like, let's say if we set 20 people to win the rank rewards and only 15 are able to get or to take place or who is able to drain their energy, then that's better, right? They get most of the rewards that is supposed to be for 20 people, then they split it for 15. So that's the plan there for the rank reward. Now let's go for the random reward, which is much, much more exciting. Even I am excited for this, right? So scholars who receive rank rewards will also receive random AXS amount based on RNG. So based on your ranking, on your average SLP or your SLP earned, we will finalize that after we get the very first payout data. I think initially we'd go for the average SLP. So if you are part of a tier, we call it a tier. If you are part of that group of high ranking committed scholars, then you will also have your chance to roll for RNG rewards, which is starting from a low amount of AXS over to a very, very big amount of AXS, which we did the calculations. It's almost like 30x of your normal SLP earnings, right? Which is crazy. So let's get to the numbers. Rewards breakdown, right? So we allocated AXS based on the scholar numbers. So as you can see here on the left side, where's the left side on my screen? Okay, so left side, like 150 scholar count, we're looking to budget out 30 AXS, and that increases over time. 300 scholars, 50, 550, and then 1,000 scholars, that will double up to 100 AXS. And you guys already know the drill. That is up to 800 AXS at the scholar count of 30,000 scholars, which is a very, very big, right? 800 AXS rewards. And we split that among three categories, which I have talked about just a minute ago. So we split it to 60 energy rewards because we want to create or we want to reward 60 energies more rather than our 40 energies, right? And then the 40 energy rewards will receive 9 AXS, And then, of course, the limitless pool will receive 10% of whatever is the AXS allocation, right? So there will be one scholar randomly, as long as he's able to drain all his energies, will win 3 AXS, right? Just randomly, like boom, he won, right? As long as you are committed, you have that chance, as well as the fixed rewards. So let's move over to the breakdown of the 60 energy and the 40 energy part. We'll start with the limitless pool. So per number of scholars, the limitless pool rewards also increases, which is always 10% of our AXS budget. So 150 scholar count, it starts at 3 AXS. The maximum we can do is 80 AXS for one person, right? So think of it as a like ticket, right? A ticket that you draw, you scratch off, and you prop win. But then the condition is you have to drain your energies, right? So that's a pretty simple mechanic, which is pretty exciting as well. This adds a layer of like rewards for those who are able to commit. So they if they are able to rank, and if they are able to rank well, plus if they are very lucky, then they can also get rewarded from the limitless pool, which is over how many AXS, right? So these numbers are for me pretty decent. But if you guys look at our RNG reward distribution, then I think that will be like much more exciting, right? So, how about the 60 energy scholars for the rank rewards? So, rank rewards are secured. So, meaning if you place into the top 20 of the 60 energy scholars, then you will receive a fixed AXS. So, the fixed AXS will be the top one, meaning like the highest average SLP scholar will receive a 0.72 AXS, which is on its right side will be the multiple, which is around 3x of its normal SLP earning. With this is updated, so we have updated this an hour ago. So this is indeed accurate. And then when we talk about the tier ones, top three and below, will receive also fixed AXS starting from 0.18 AXS up to 36 or 0.36 AXS, which is starting from 75% more than their SLP earnings up to 1.5x compared to their SLP earnings. And of course, you have the rankings from rank 9 over to 20, which is we call tier 2. We reward the highest, like rank 9, 0.12 AXS, which is around 50% of their usual SLP earning. Over to the lowest will be 0.06, which is around 20% of their usual 60 energy earning. Right. So pretty exciting, pretty big. This is just fixed. We allocated a small bit for the fixed reward, so I guess you guys should stick when I announce the RNG rewards, which is much more eye-opening, as I would say. Right? Let's go to the 40 energies because we also have 40 energy scholars that place. So we allocated more numbers or more splits over to the 40 energies because they are double compared to our 60 energy scholars. But hopefully, one day we can strike a balance. All of these numbers can be changed and is subject to change. So, but initially, this will be what we will be doing for the next payout data that we will be capturing, right? So the lowest, I'll start on the right side. Where's my right side? So on the right side, top 26, rank 26 of a 40 energy committed scholar will receive 0.018 AXS, which is 11% more than their average as a SLP earning, right? Think of this, right? You just grinded SLP and then you rank top 26 and you get 11% more and you receive it through an AXS coin. That's pretty cool, right? But then if you start moving up, it also slowly increases from 11% over to 17% on the middle there for tier 2, and then up to over 30% of what you'll receive for tier 2, right? Then if you go for tier 1, you start at 0.072 AXS if you place ninth, right? And then up to 0.144 AXS, which is almost 2x than your average SLP earning. And if you go for tier 0, you would be able to earn 2x, 1.34x of your normal average SLP earning, right? So pretty exciting. These are all fixed. So the moment you rank, the moment you get placed, and the moment you get your placement, which will also announce, oh, hey, this scholar is placed 14. So you will like, oh, cool. I got 0.036 AXS. Cool. 20% more earning on top of my SLP earning, right? So that's pretty cool. Now, this is the exciting part. The RNG part is what we really want to allocate more on, because what we want to do is to bring that excitement for our scholars, to basically once they're able to place. So this is the understanding. Once they're able to place, they get part of a tier. Per tier has also an AXS allocation, right? So if you can see on the tables here, for tier 0, if you are part of that, there's like a pool of AXS that you'll be splitting between just 2 people. And for tier 1, you'll only be splitting against 6 people, right? Or 7. And then for tier 2, you'll be splitting against 11 or up to 16 people, right? So the higher tier you go up, basically the more rewards you receive, right? So I see a lot of questions, I see a lot of chats. We'll answer that after this. I'm almost done. Let's go for the RNG rewards for 60 energy, guys. Okay, now I'll start on the right side of the screen, like start small and then go big. Okay, so for the rank 20, uh, this is not the ranking, this is not fixed. Based on, you see this on the right side will be tier 2. On the left side, like on top of, like around my box, is the tier 1. And then the ranking 1 2 is called tier 0, based on like what I showed here: tier 0, tier 1, tier 2. Okay, you guys get it, right? So there will be one guy on tier 2, from ranking 10 to 20, will receive 0.108 access randomly, which is 45%, right? So I think you can consider that as secure. And then there's also a chance, if you are part on that pool for 60 energy, to win 2.42x. That's freaking 0.583 AXS. Your normal average SLP earning. And let's go to tier 1. Baseline 1x, 0.252 AXS base if you are part of tier 1. If you are unlucky, right? So if you're part of like tier 1 pool, you're just very unlucky. You get like 0.252 AXS, and that's like the most unluckiest guy, which is a lot, right? And if you're slightly lucky, you go to the mid tier, which is 2.51x your average SOP earning. And if you're very, very lucky, right, you'll receive 2.318 AXS, which is 9.62x your SOP earning for 60 energies, man. Dude, this makes me want to just play 60 energy and just drain it, and hopefully I get to be part of tier 1 at least, right? Because that's a lot of access that can buy you a lot of yummy Jollibee meals, right? Of course, we go to the tier 0. Okay, if you're unlucky for tier 0, you basically get 2.16 AXS, which is, whoa, 8.9x your SLP earning. And if you're lucky, this is just between 2 people. They're basically rolling, right? Like a straw pool. So one guy would draw the 30% straw, which is 8.9x his earning. And the other guy would draw boom, which is 20x, right? 21x, right? If we round that off, 21x your normal average SLP earning, as long as you're able to commit, right? Commit and actually do it. Drain your energies, and you'll open up your path to these rewards. That's only 60 energy. Let's go to 40, right? So there's a lot of winners for 40 energy. You guys know the drill. Up to 26. We'll start from the bottom. If you are very unlucky in tier 2, you'll receive 13% more additional boost, right? Which is around 0.022x. That's pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Until if you are very, very lucky for tier 0 or tier 2, you'll receive up to 1 point plus AXS, right? Or 1 point plus X of your earning, which is 0.270 AXS. If you're part of tier 1 pool, which is on my box here, right? You'll receive the lowest is 0.126 AXS, which is 78% more, up to 6.3x your normal average earning, for 40 energies, because we also did the 40 energy average earning 50% split, right? So this is the calculation on that. Again, we will release, I will talk more about the number explanation next week. No, not next week, this week, Saturday or Sunday. So you guys better watch out. And then for the tier 0, for 40 energies, again, this is just between 2 people, right? If you're very unlucky, 6.72x of your normal 40 energy earnings. And then if you are lucky, that's around 15.69x of your normal 40 energy average earning, right? Uh, uh, you look at 60 energy and look at 40 energy, right? These are very, very big, chunky numbers that we have here in store for you guys, right? Let's invite Lucas back on stage and then we'll go through the AMA for you guys. I know you guys have a lot of questions. Yeah, that's pretty exciting, Lucas. What do you
Wow,
guys
wow, wow, it's
think?
so
What do you
exciting.
think?
Thanks, Hermi. Isn't that revolutionary? Isn't that we going all out to prove that as long as you are committed, uh, the universe is going to unfold opportunity with you, you know. And in
Right.
fact, this is just the numbers. In fact, if you are so committed constantly on this basis, you know, we really want to work with you on an employability basis, because we know committed is a key ingredient to unlock full potential of yourself, right? And now let us open the floor to Q&A. Any question, just post. You're not sure of anything, you want to know further how this would benefit you, and how do we when do we start this, right? Nobody's asking when are we starting this, right?
Nobody's
Yeah,
asking, right?
yeah.
Why is nobody asking? Okay, let's entertain some questions. Let's get this done. I believe we have like another meeting. We're very jam packed, so sorry if we are like sounding rushed.
Let's
But we will
allocate 50
go for
minutes.
the questions here. Let me scroll up a bit to go through the questions. Okay, all right. Okay, anyone have link? Oh, someone wants to join our guild link. So you guys, scholars, generate your links and invite that guy in. Right, 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 right. Okay, okay, okay. All right. So someone, uh, oh, from India is very interested.
Welcome.
Probably a new scholar. His name is Ayaz Khan. So he is from India. He wants to know how much possibly a person can earn with 60 energies
That's about 2001 SLP if you're committed for the full 2001 SLP in
for
total.
15 days
Yeah,
without split, right?
without split yet. So if you split it, we take about the investor takes about 40%, the guild takes 10%, you take 50%, right? So
Right.
you will make about
A thousand
thousand
fifty.
ish. Yeah.
So 1,050 SLP. So you
Yeah.
can do the calculation on how much that is.
Right.
I believe India has rupees or like the currency for India, right? Am I wrong? Right, but we if it's USD for 60 energy, it's around five. Yeah, around is it 5 USD? Let me check.
Right.
It's not no longer 5 USD. It's around three
But
USD or
this
something.
is exciting because we are really snapping so many floor axes. We are the number one floor axis buyers in the whole Axie Infinity. We definitely have enough floor axis to pump up your energy to 60, right?
Right.
So the concern is not about we don't have enough axis for you. The concern is how committed you can be. And if you go to any other guild, you want to do 40 energy, you want to do 60 energy, I believe you have to really please, sir, or whatever, you know. But here
You
we
you
encourage,
have to be handsome.
yeah,
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
as like Hermie, right? Or as beautiful as Queen, right? so, so in other guilds, you may not be presented with such an opportunity, but here, this is what we do. We want to show you miracle happens as long as you stay committed. Okay, this is where miracle happens. I mean, why are you doing that?
Oh,
Yeah, ghosting out. Yeah, so welcome, Ayaz Khan. Feel free to play 60 energy. We also want to find out more people who are on board with us on the long-term basis, where you be so consistent about playing 40 energy, 60 energy, month by month, you know, week after week, month after month. You never know. We want to employ you to work with you as a co-partner. You know, Hermi is our 11th scholar. Miracles happens.
hi.
Everything can happen in LLG. Okay,
Right.
anything.
One day
Right.
you can be a general manager. Take my place.
Yeah,
Go.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
No, we have a mandate that if we identify any person that is more talented, more committed, and really want to go further in their journey, we pass the baton. We don't hold on to any
Correct.
position. Yeah, we pass the baton
We
because we
encourage everyone to take the challenge, basically.
exactly, exactly,
And we will teach
right,
you along the way. That's under
right.
our project Explorer. See,
Okay,
if Ayaz, you're interested on that as well, other than playing 60 energies, try to approach us, be part of our project Explorer,
right,
and we'll get you through how to manage a guild, how we do the processes and stuff. Okay, really
right.
cool. Thanks, Ayaz. That's a great question.
Thank you,
How
thank you.
about this question from Kian Lapitan? When will start the iCommit program? Lucas, when?
I think we discussed this. I mean, we start now.
We start now,
Yeah,
Kian.
yeah.
Come
We
on,
start
Kian. I
now.
already told you in the
We
AMA. Are you
start
not
now.
listening, Kian? Oh no, I'm
Right.
questioning things
Because
about you,
our
Kian.
payout is every 15 days, right?
Correct.
So
Mhm.
in fact we just did the payout today, right? Today we did the payout today, and
Yeah,
immediately people who are on
4
board with
a.m.
40 energy, 60 energy, they start now. So Hami, I
Yeah,
think maybe we can give
it
scholars
starts
and
now. If you didn't drain your energy today, too bad.
right.
You,
So Hami, are we giving scholars another chance to, if they are interested, to up their energy to 40 and 60 now? Are we
yeah.
giving?
I think
Yeah, wow,
that is
cool.
always open after payout. After the payout period,
Right,
downgrades and upgrades is available. So I think many people are downgrading, as I saw from like the Discord yesterday. So
right,
maybe they're
right.
changing their minds now. Who knows, right? Maybe they're
I
busy. That's up to them.
Yeah, correct. Maybe
We
maybe maybe we let us ask, because Hermy is general manager. I make very little executive decision right now. So most of the executive decisions is made by Hermy and our mission control team. So on behalf of everybody, I'm going to ask Hermy this question. Now, Hermy, what is the window period where scholars can up their energy from 20 to 40 or 20 to 60? Is there a window period?
oh, for upgrading of energies, it's anytime, actually.
Anytime. Right.
Right.
Because we go by
Correct.
ranking. So in that case, then
But for the ranking, if you have like a previous record of like if you upgraded to 60 energy 1 day before we took the snapshot, you're not gonna be part of 60 energy because we have a
right.
record of your energy drain. So if we see 40 energy drain, 40 energy drain, and then it's
And
1 day
and
60, you're not part of 60.
and we have a cutoff time for people to participate in the limitless pool, because
Mhm,
anyone who go 40 energy or 60 energy, right?
mhm.
They can participate in the limitless pool,
Correct.
right? So do we have a cutoff time for example,
It's
say
same with payout snapshot because every payout we take the snapshot the past 15 days or the past payout period because sometimes we do get delays. Basically, we look at their energy drain because we have that data, and if they complete that without any like missing energy, then they're
right?
basically part of the pool,
Okay.
and then we
So
draw it live.
so let's say today is the starting day.
Mm-hmm.
And then, okay, I'm helping everyone to ask as a scholar point of view, okay? Because you guys, I need to ask the right question for the benefit of everybody.
Yes,
So,
Lucas.
so let's say, let's say, no, that I must, no, I must sit this way. So
Yeah.
let's say, I think, set my priorities. Then I decided 2 days later that I want to take on 60 energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then it passed 2 days. The next payout date will be the next 13th day, right? The next 13th
Mm-hmm.
day. So would I be qualified for the limitless pool as well? Because the limitless pool is huge, that I can
Mm-hmm.
win like 3, 5, 6x by participating of getting the limitless ticket, in order to do that. So is that a window period, or how does it work?
Basically, you commit your energy. Basically your energy count within one single payout period. If you do like energy switching in between, that will like complicate just even more, right? But we do take note. We do not allow too much downgrading before a payout so that we can get the data right and we can get like the data actually sorted out. But for upgrades, it can happen anytime, right? But I don't recommend if you want to upgrade, upgrade now so that you can start with 60 energy while we record until the next payout. But if you switch to 40 energies, you're basically downgrading from like the 60 energy pool over to 40 energy pool. So that will happen, right? But then for 40 to 60, if you switch early on, like the 1 or 2 days after the payout, then that's okay. But if it's like before, like 2 days before we take the snapshot and you upgraded, then you're not part of the 60 energy. You're
Hmm.
part of the 40 energy pool.
So
That's
most
to make it fair.
likely is within 3 days starting now that everyone have to make a decision,
Yeah,
right? After 3 days, then it won't be fair for the person to qualify for the limitless pool, because limitless pool you don't have to fight for anything, right? It's not a rank prize. It's
mm-hmm.
the moment you have finished all your energy within the 40 energy or 60 energy, you can
Correct.
participate in the limitless
But
pool.
Lucas, there's a twist.
Wow, what's the twist?
40 energies has one limitless pass. 60 energies has
Ah,
two. So 60 energies
oh.
has double the chance compared to a
Wow, wow,
40
wow.
energy.
So what's the waiting is no brainer, guys. Let's go for the 60. What are you thinking about? Why do you need 3 days? Now, now, now.
Lucas, don't force them. They're gonna like, no, you guys
Okay, okay,
forced
okay,
me.
okay.
I
Next
can't
question, next
pay
question.
energy.
I
Oh,
shouldn't be
okay.
asking for on behalf of everybody. Now
All
everyone
right,
gets
like
the
allow
answer.
them to ask questions because this is not AMA between two guys, right? This is AMA with the
Okay, okay,
community.
okay.
Come on.
Let me
All
move
right,
to the front.
all right.
So fun.
So, Charles
Okay.
here. Do you have a plan to get more scholars? We know that many scholars stop in playing. Cool, Charles. All right,
Yeah,
so
we have plans. 30,000, more than 30,000. In fact, the investors tell us to. In fact, Hermie was
hmm,
rushing back home today for this AMA. He's still shopping in the mall to get an additional
you're
laptop,
right.
right? To get
Yes.
in more, one more person in to sit down there just to buy XE. You
Right.
know?
So I spent
Yeah,
3 hours in the mall today before this AMA. So if you guys see, I'm
yeah,
like sweaty. I'm like haven't taken like a
yeah.
wash in the
Oh,
face.
this is when
Uh,
Hermie smells the best.
no, Lucas, no. So I just bought like so that's additional one laptop. I mean, that's not the topic for today, but that would mean like if we were doing 3,000 axes yesterday or the week before, we want to ramp that up to 4,000 to 5,000 axes per day. So we
Right.
haven't announced it yet, but we will do like an AMA on Saturday. Probably talk more details about that. So yeah, so Charles, we are looking for scholars. Basically, if you want to apply for 40 energy or 60 energy to be part of like the pool, then today is your day, right? We just announce it. You watch the AMA just in the perfect time. We did the rework for the past week. Our scholars have been waiting, but you are
Mm,
very lucky that you, you actually got
yeah,
to see this, right? So if you apply now, our explorers will take care of it. Justin will
right.
also look into basically you have to take a quiz, you have to pass the quiz, and you need to sign the contract. That's it, right?
Charles, I know you're asking for whether we have a plan for more scholars. Yes, in
Mm-hmm.
fact, that's the reason why Hermie has been traveling in Manila and also attending the XCon in September.
Oh,
Because we want people to know exactly that we are real. We are real as us as to serve the community. So currently we are doing a lot of community-driven events. In fact, Hermie actually led the investors to sponsor into one of the events that we held in conjuncture, organized with Blockchain Space. I think he posted it to the Twitter, and as well you can actually look at it. Hermie is going everywhere in Manila, making friends with managers, with guild leaders and owners, because we want guild leaders and owners and managers to join us in this process and movement to unlock the full potential for every scholars. We are not here to extract your value to just kind of grind. We don't believe in grinding. We want you to enjoy the game. That's why we are relentlessly recruiting people to research in meta teams to get you the right teams. That's why we are relentlessly, okay, buying floor XE with the directive and mandate from the investors to give you the best, because we want you to enjoy the game, not just grind the game. So we want to work with like-minded partners, guild leaders, and owners, right, to join this movement, that we can work with them in partnership, that we can get more scholars on board, to not just put food on the table, but to understand that, hey, this is a process of unlocking your value. This is a process that as long as you stay committed, you will put more food on the table and have a better life scale that you can even have chance to work with us deeper on how we can grow and to scale the guild into unlimited scholar. So that's what we
Right.
dream for together with you. Yeah,
Thanks, Lucas.
thank you.
Okay, so Charles, that answers your question. Yes, we're looking for more scholars. We understand there is a drop off. There is like a lot of people leaving the scene, but we also understand that most of those people are like a let's call it like a flush of people who are only focused for basically earning in Axie Infinity. So now I think most people that you'll be seeing, the most committed scholars are in here to stay in order to support V3 because V3 is actually very, very fun. That's the difference between V2 and V3. So V3 is more fun. They're staying in anticipation for V3. And LLG is also preparing a lot of teams that scholars can use for V3. So if you want to be part of a guild that has future plans for V3, which is very rare right now, many guilds are disbanding, by the way, then yeah, join us if you want. Hey, if you're committed, you can be part of the Limitless pool. This will also transition over to V3. So if you are a top energy user in V3, you also have this access to bigger AXS rewards. Right. Thanks, Charles. Let's move to a different question here. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Oh wow, we have a lot of questions.
I
Uh,
think in this platform, people can't share the link. So,
mhm.
Ferdy, if you want to have a link, I think you need to go to our YouTube or and then maybe you can put a description in the YouTube and get the link. In fact,
Mhm.
you, you can find us in Twitter, Limitless Guild, right? And then send us a message, and then we can give you the link as well. Reach out for us, right? Yes, we have Twitter, Limitless Guild. You just search Limitless Guild.
LL Guild.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So we have some random questions here. Let's see. Okay. Game first. Oh, a scholar is asking, can we request the second team like hybrid AAP? If that's available, then sure. But we want a scholar to basically fill that slot. You can ask Justin in our Discord for that, right? If we have available AAP on our stock, which is our second inventory, then we. But I don't think there's nothing, right? Because all of those is pretty occupied. I think you're talking about the team number 30. But if you want to switch accounts in order to go for the leaderboards, then sure, we will allow that. You can contact Justin. Let us know what's your IGN because I don't remember HGN in Discord. Right, so let us know HGN. Right. Okay. Let's see. Same thing again. How to get a secondary team, sir. I still love to play V2 and can't stop grinding to get in the leaderboards again. Okay, that's pretty funny. Secondary teams, I believe we still have the secondary teams in account number 2. So again, contact Justin. He'll check the wallet and he'll do the transfer request for you. Okay. Now, next question. When when the V3 fully launched, is the reward iCommit still applied? Yep, I just answered that. It will transition because now it's in V2, but then it will transition to V3, right? But instead of calling it 40 energy, it may be the new maybe 30 stamina, and then 60 energy. Maybe we will be calling it like around 40 stamina or 50 stamina, right? So we will also announce the rework within our community. But initially, since it's still in V2 phase and SLP earning is in V2, then we're calling it 40 energy pool and 60 energy pool. Right. Okay. More question. My scroll bar is
Sorry, Hermi,
broken.
did we miss out
Mhm.
some questions like from James at the front?
James at the front. Like very early on. Okay. So Lucas disappeared. Oh no. Oh, Lucas is back. All right. So, how
Sorry.
optimistic will the guild be with their goal of having 1K to 30,000 scores? Do they have any plans if they do not reach that goal? Oh.
Okay, let me take the question. Thanks, James, for asking. That's a very nice, beautiful girl picture that you have. Uh, Optimistic may means hopeful. We don't hope in the things that we do. In whatever we do, we are committed to make things happen, right? That's why we walk the talk. We don't just talk the talk, right? So when we analyze the market, we know that this is off-season V2. That's why the investors is very kind. He want to give the best shot, for everybody. And even V2 at this off-season is not rewarding any leaderboard. We do this as part of the reward for everybody. In extra, no guild has to do this, No
We're
single guild has to do
spending.
this.
I mean, I think
Right,
most people are
right,
not aware that we are with this
right.
program. We are gonna be spending additional 3 to 4 mil.
I think this is a question of having faith. If you
Mm.
have faith in your life that you're going to be successful, I think nothing is going to stop you. Right? Who's going to stop you? Only you stop yourself. Right? So we don't hope for things to happen. We execute. We stay committed. We push our borders and be limitless. This is what we do. And by doing all these things, then we unlock our full value. So the question I personally like to throw back to you, James, how optimistic that you would think you can contribute your skill for us to build to 1 to 30K. If you are optimistic about your skill, reach out for us. Yeah.
James is thinking right now. He's like, "Holy cow!
And
Let's just
the
look
next
at
the
it.
next question, do they have
Reverse
any
Uno card on me. What's happened, dude?
do they have any
I just
plans if
asked
we
you a
do not
question."
reach the goal? Let me share with you a story, James. When we are at the peak of our misery, where Axie Infinity drops about 70 to 80%, our guild is at 60 scholars, where we still committed to hold a tournament and give out rewards. At that moment, we have zero treasury. At the moment, it's only Lucas funding. But I told the team, let's do that because we are here to serve. We're not here to take. If we continue to serve and we continue to pay it forward, opportunity arises. And what happens? 1 month later, the investors came knocking our door. How can we imagine that? No one can imagine. So if you were to ask us, do we have plans? Not when we not reach the goal, then you are thinking about contingency. I think in life, if you think too much on contingency plan, it's very difficult to be very successful because you'll be thinking, oh, if I cannot reach A, I will reach B. If I cannot reach B, I'll reach C. I cannot reach C, I'll reach D. I cannot reach D, I'll reach E. Then you plan everything. You are overly diversified. Then all your eggs are gone. All right. Now, we are not advocating that you're going to put all eggs in one basket. But if you are not having a lot of resources at one moment yet, you want to place the best bet, right? The best bet at this moment is definitely Axie Infinity. It's very simple. Which game or which company at this moment has the same fund and the type of investor and the type of traction that Axie Infinity have? That's why the investors already saw the vision and have the faith together with us, right? And one interesting joke, to share with you, the investor always tell us, if it's not going to zero, we are going to the moon. So James, are you ready to go to the moon with us? If you are, you can always share with us, how are you going to build with us? Because sometimes it's not just about optimistic. You can have a lot of faith, but if you don't build Project Unlimited, if you don't build Project Reward-iCommit, how is it always good to be, oh, I'm optimistic, so we can just lie on the bed. Oh, let's be optimistic. Okay, sleep with a smile, let's be optimistic, but we don't do anything. And then always think about plan B, plan C, plan D. Life maybe doesn't work like that. Okay? Let's think about it, James. With a nice picture. Thank you.
James, that's pretty good words from Lucas. You better think about that, James. James will be contacting us anytime soon now.
Thank you.
All
Thank you.
right, all right. Questions. Try to look for questions. Okay, this guy from Nel1QT. Do you think with market prices right now, is iCommit program sufficient to entice the new breed of scholars? Or we will see more? Because we all know that the old ones just like money, not all,
Thank you,
right?
Nawan. Thank
Okay.
you for the question. Uh, let me introduce Nawan. Nawan has been with us for some while, and Nawan is a very smart, intelligent person that is part of the Project Unlimited team. Because as we see, because a lot of scholars, they will engage with us, ask very smart questions that set us thinking. Because we are very young guys, we just started the guild like last year September, right? We are less than 1 year old. We are constantly challenging ourselves. Of course, we have a lot of blind spots. We are learning. We are doing our best, but it's people like yourself, Nawan, that and Justin and so many people, and the past alumni. We have so many people that ask us very exciting, interesting questions that covers our blind spot. Question defines people, and thank you, Nawan, for asking the question. Now, as we begin the guild and found the guild, we don't found the guild just to make money. Honestly, when a lot of people ask me, Lucas, what is the motivation of you to start a guild, right? I was inspired by the BBC documentary that that I was taken dumbfounded because I saw that because I was an investor. So now just investing in a GameFi project, you can help an economy. Just investing in a GameFi project, you cannot just you not only help an economy but also assisting individual to play game. They can put more food on the table. Wow, that revolutionized the whole industry because previously the gamers are the most misunderstood people in the space because by playing games actually increase our capability in a lot of life skills like alertness, collaborative, responsiveness, right? But you will be fighting with families and parents. Hey, why are you still playing games? Why are you not doing schoolwork? What have you been contributing to the family? But having blockchain gaming, it revolutionized, right? So in the very beginning, when we first founded the guild, the motivation is to help families. The motivation is to assist scholars to unlock their full potential. So if scholars come in and keep asking, what's my perks? How can I put more food on the table? If you keep thinking like, what's my perks? Or the market price is good, I play. If the market price is not good, I don't play. So does it mean that if only when your tooth is almost decaying, then you brush your teeth? Is only when you get very, very hungry, then you eat food? Do you eat food when you need the nutrients of the food, right? So that's a question throwing back to you, Nawan. We want to work with people who love to pay it forward, who see that by paying it forward and look things beyond monetary. If you start to look things beyond monetary and understanding that values are created because you work so hard and you're committed to do something for yourself, for the guild, that you can improve and push the limit, then you will gain world-class audience like the slides I show you. Then you are enticed by putting value for yourself. You are not just enticed by the monetary awards, right? But of course, we need to take care of everyone who comes here in the platform together with you, right? So we have rewards as long as you're committed. That's why we came out with this program called Reward-iCommit. We are walking the talk. We don't say, oh, let's do something for the guild. You just do it, just help us to grow, and then there's no reward. I think it's not fair to do that, okay? Because you spend your time. So we are constantly challenging ourselves to reward, to give our best for whoever that's working with us, right? So thanks, Nawan. Thank you.
Okay, thanks Noah for the question. Let's go to another guy here. Let's see. I think that's it. Hmm.
Kian asked, so we can change our account to another team?
Change account to another team? I don't think so. We just transfer the team over to you if no one is able to play it. It's like you
Okay.
upgrading your team since we have like a lot of accounts empty right now. That may change. So yeah, we'll have to identify that. Okay.
One rule that we would like to ask everyone to abide. There's no sir here. Okay, there's no hierarchy. We are all here to serve. We even tell people don't address us as leaders. Even we are here to serve. Okay, a proper word is that we are servants. Okay, yeah, but servant is not a crude word. Okay, servants doesn't mean that we are low class. Servants means we are humble. We are here to serve because we know how the universe works. The more that we serve, the more that we pay forward, the whole world will unfold its opportunity with you. And we have proven it so many, many times, right? Even at the point that we have no resources, we have no investors, we are so honored and so thankful that people just come together who are interested to build together with us. So don't always think you have money, then you do things. You have resources, then you do things. Okay? Universe doesn't work like that. Universe look at your commitment. What have you set out yourself to do? What values you want to build for people? Because it's action and reaction. The moment that you want to give, the moment that you want to provide a value, okay, the universe will return you many, many folds. And if you have that thinking, okay, join us. But you are here to extract value. Oh, the Limitless Guild is having such an exciting program. Wow, I can make a lot of money. And then if you think always in terms of money, you'll be very disappointed. What if you are not in the top ranking? Okay, but we even solve that problem for you. The moment that you stay committed, you stand a good chance to win, right? So you don't even have to think about money. I like you to focus about thinking the value that you can provide when you stay committed. So the key takeaway is think commitment and stay committed. Because the moment you stay committed, rewards will unfold for you. And us, together with the investors, will always be rewarding experience together with you.
Correct.
And we don't leave anyone behind. That's why as long as you are committed, everyone stands a chance.
Right. Thanks, Lucas. I think that's mostly what uh, like other scholars, because in a scholar standpoint, of course, we cannot prevent them to think about uh, basically money, right? Or what they can earn because they are spending the time. But they also have to understand that when they become part of Limitless Guild, they're not just here to become part of like a guild giving out a high percentage in money and nothing else, right? But we are here. The guild is here, or the guild exists in order to enhance your guys' life skills, to enhance your guys' life, not just through money, but through experience, through relationships, and through partnerships that we can develop, right? Because as we have mentioned before, we have many, many projects that if you are just committed, if you're willing to learn and to unlock your full potential, you can be part of the team, right? Justin, me, as a scholar, right? Asking a lot of questions. I want to learn this, Lucas. I want to learn that, right? That's what got me here. But if I came in, how much do I earn, Lucas? Right? Do you think I'll be on this spot?
Yeah,
Right? Yeah,
yeah,
so do not ask monetary values first. Do not ask about what you can earn even before you do the commitment, right? Because that will never be on the bright side of the universe. You always have
right.
the bad things first coming on your way. But if
Yeah,
you think positive first, if you think what you can contribute to that community first, rather than what you can gain, that's paying it forward, right? That's not that will give you even more opportunities. We have proven that multiple times.
yeah,
So the guild is not here for the money. Why did we meet the investor? Did we ask for one? No.
yeah,
Did we want one? No. But then
yeah,
he just came and assisted us on our vision to help more people. Why? Because we did not come for money. We didn't run for his money, right? We didn't ask him, "Oh, give us money, invest in us for this reward." No, that's not what happened, guys.
yeah,
Right? Just stay committed. You have the ability to be limitless. It's in anyone, right? As long as they ask the right questions. If you don't know, then just let us know, right? We
yeah,
can guide you through. There's many ways that you can learn. I personally just learned from Google and YouTube. I didn't know anything before, right? I learned my English from movies. It's not it's like school is like a little bit of like that, but then majority is just outside of things. Me being curious, right? So get curious, get the contribution contributor spirit in you, and be part of the guild, right? Be part of our Project Explorer. We have more things in line for that as well, right?
Okay,
I
I think
think
that's the
that wraps
last
up the
question
stream.
by HGN. Between
Mhm.
what are the window period of the new program? I think we thought about this, right? 3 days, just upgrade your energy to 60 or 40 within 3 days.
Right.
Yeah,
So
to qualify
starting,
for
let's
the,
say July 1. Let's start from
yeah,
July 1. We'll take the snapshots, and then that
yeah,
will run through up until July 15th. Let's
yeah.
go for that.
After July 1st, you will not qualify for the Limitless pool. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's wrap up. Thanks,
Thank
Lucas. Do
you.
you
Thank
have
you.
anything else to say?
I'll leave it up to you, Hermie.
All
Your closing
right.
statement.
My closing statement is just like impromptu, right? But I'd like to thank everyone for coming here, for our community, for our explorers, mainly Justin, G Core, Potato, Nelwyn, Michael, who has been assisting us when it comes to basically finding out best systems to basically build. We ask them, we share them the ideas, they give us the feedback. That's what we want from our project explorers. We are proud of them, so a big shout out for them. Of course, thanks Lucas for being
Thanks,
like
Hermie.
the advisory, everything. Lucas has been my go-to guy if I'm confused, because I came in this space with little to no experience regarding Web3, just less than a
Come
year of
on, you are being
management.
humble.
No,
Hermie is very
Lucas, it's
humble.
it's all for you,
Yeah.
Lucas. It's
I
like
have zero
because of
knowledge also. Yeah.
no, no,
We
no.
just
You're very
learn. We just learn.
knowledgeable.
We just
Now you're
learn.
being the one humble, Lucas. I just
We
want to
learn
thank
from each
you
other. Thank
for
you, Hermie.
basically being there at
Thank
my back.
you.
Right.
Thank you,
I
Hermie.
think that's what I found here when I like decided to venture into Web3. I found a
Thank you,
community
Hermie.
that I want to work with, and yeah, we thank you guys for being part of us, for the members in the Discord,
Yeah.
for the moderators, everyone that is part of the guild. So we
Thank
will
you.
continue to scale. We will continue to achieve more things. People may call us robots. People may call us clowns. Now they call us the Prince of Saudi, and then there will be more names that will be thrown at us. But we will just keep on building. I think
Yeah.
that's just what's natural when it comes to negative market. People will start saying bad things left and right. So I think that's what we learned. We are new to the space, but we are here to keep building. We are committed. We want to basically unlock everyone's potential on this journey. So we thank you guys. We appreciate you watching now. We have more in store. We have more to talk about. We haven't even talked about Project Unlimited updates here yet. So I'll talk about that on Saturday. I'll send the schedules within our Discord. Make sure you are part of our Discord. I sent the link in our YouTube. So thank you guys.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
enjoy your evening. Enjoy your night. We have another meeting to hop into. So
Thank
stay
you.
limitless. Bye
Stay
bye.
with us. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Let's go.